Hey guys, it's Mariah. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel again. Today I am going to be doing a book review for you, and we are going to be talking about Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. So I just finished this book, I believe the day before yesterday, and I have already started Wayfarer. But this book absolutely blew me away. I love everything about this book. In fact, I gave it 6 out of 5 stars instead of just 5 out of 5 stars. That's how much I loved this book. I just thought it was so unique. I love time traveling books. I love to see how the author deals with the time travel and what kind of laws they put around their characters and the time traveling aspect in the novel. It's always different. I don't know if you've read the Firebird series, but that also has time travel in it. And so I originally thought it might be somewhat similar to that, just because, you know, the characters in this book do go to different places. There is time travel involved, and it is much the same in the Firebird series. However, it was very different. The laws for the time traveling, my cat again, the laws for the time traveling were unique and completely different than anything I had ever read before, so that was also really intriguing. And I just loved absolutely everything about this book. So as far as characters go, we have our two main characters, which are Etta and Nicholas. They are sort of thrown together in this situation that they didn't know that they were going to be a part of. They are both time travelers. Nicholas knows he's a time traveler. Etta does not know that she's a time traveler. She's sort of thrown into this world that she didn't even know existed by this other girl, Sophia. There is this very powerful family in the book. It's called the Ironwood family, and they have sort of morphed together all of the families that used to be time traveling families under one name, which is the Ironwoods. And the grandfather sort of rules them with a steel fist, and everyone does what the grandfather says. And if you don't do what he says, then basically you're banned from time traveling. However, Nicholas is actually part of the Ironwood family. However, he is of African American descent, so a lot of people in the family don't even consider him sort of like worthwhile to be around as a person or anything like that, which is obviously very sad. One thing I loved about this book was how Alexandra Bracken dealt with the issue of race, and how nuanced it was and how well done I thought it was throughout the whole novel. You really get a sense of the struggles that Nicholas is going through, not only in his own time, which is 1776, but in the subsequent eras that he and Etta end up visiting. And as the story continues, basically, Etta's mother is being held for ransom, which Etta did not know, by the Ironwood grandfather, and so basically he wants her to go and rescue this piece of equipment that he really wants for unknown reasons to Etta and Nicholas at the time. And he says that if she can get that to him, then he will release her mother. And her mother knows where it is, and she left clues for Etta in order to find it. And the book just sort of unravels from there, and it is a crazy ride. This ends on such a cliffhanger. Not the worst cliffhanger I've ever read, but definitely wanted to read Wayfarer like right away to figure out what was going to happen. But I just love everything about this book, in case you can't tell. I love the independence that Etta presents in the book. She talks about how she doesn't need Nicholas, but she wants him. She wants him as a partner. She wants his help, but she's also completely independent. Nicholas doesn't hover like a lot of YA male characters that you come around. He doesn't think that she's completely helpless. He recognizes her strength, which I think is just absolutely wonderful. But this book has so many things that everyone will love. It has family drama, it has history, it obviously has the time travel element, so if you love sci-fi, you're going to love that. Friendship in it, there's music, Etta plays the violin. So, I mean, this is just a good time for everyone. I highly recommend this book to anyone that I meet. I think one of the reasons I did rate it so highly and give it a 6 out of 5 was because last year I actually tried to start this book. I got through probably about 30 to 50 pages or so, and it absolutely was not grabbing my interest. I could not get through it, and I almost didn't pick it up this year, but it was getting so much hype online, and Wayfarer was coming out, and everyone was just freaking out over this duology, so I thought, I'm going to have to give it one more shot. I did. Absolutely loved it. So glad I read it. Can't believe I almost missed out on this series. I'm so interested in what Wayfarer is going to be like. I just can't recommend it enough. And if you guys get the chance to read this book, definitely read it. And let's just talk about the Dust Jacket real quick. I mean, these two books, Passenger and Wayfarer, are probably the most beautiful hardback books that I have ever seen in my life. The covers are absolutely stunning. Even the end here, that is absolutely gorgeous. The back is beautiful. And then when you take the dust jacket off, these books are just incredible. Like, look at that tree that's on the front, which will become important in the story, so that is very cool that they incorporated that, I think. The color is just gorgeous. It's in this silver leaf metallic material. I mean, this whole book is just stunning. Cover to cover, everything inside. Both of the books, Passenger and Wayfarer, have these really cool sort of like end pages. I just love this book. So glad that I read it. Definitely recommend it to you guys. If you've already read it, please leave comments below on what your opinions were, how you thought Alexandra Bracken handled everything in the book. If you've already read Wayfarer, please don't leave spoilers because I'm reading that as we speak. But I definitely recommend this book to you guys. If you're on the fence, just go ahead and get it. It's a super fun time travel book. You get to see a lot of different places, and the characters are just wonderful. Alexandra's writing is gorgeous. So many lines are absolutely beautiful. And read it for nothing else other than Nicholas gets like some killer lines, and he is super snarky, and he's basically a pirate. So definitely recommend. 6 out of 5 stars for me. Let me know what you guys thought about it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!